Hey guys, so I am here today to do a review for High School Musical Season 3, Episode 3. There will be spoilers, just so you know. So, this is a really late video. I just have not been, I've been so busy because many of you don't know this, but I'm involved in marching band, and I also do jazz band, I'm in jazz choir, I have a job, just a ton of different stuff right now, and my life has been crazy, so I just haven't been able to film or watch TV, especially when it's TV I don't even really like that much, which a lot of the stuff on Disney Plus lately has been stuff I don't really like that much. So hopefully it gets better with Pinocchio and Thor Love and Thunder and that new Cars TV show coming out soon. So yeah, let's get started with this. Today's episode was supposed to be like a spooky kind of episode, and although I wouldn't say I was scared by any of the moments in the episode, it was somewhat entertaining. Somewhat. I watched this, like I said, with my mom, and it was somewhat entertaining. I don't. I wouldn't say I remember a ton of the stuff that happened in this episode. I'm not. I do right now because I just watched it, but I would not say I later will remember much of what happened in this episode. Um, but yeah, I I don't. It doesn't really affect anything. It's just they sing a scary song, and that's really it. I don't really care. I guess there's the big reveal that the new girl, whatever her name is, and the brother who sings really well. I do like his singing voice a lot. Um, they're brother and sister. That's really all I know. And Ashlyn's new song is. I liked it. It's not my favorite song from the season by far. So a lot of people are saying it's their favorite song, and although I get it, I don't think it's better than Wondering, which is her song from season 1. I actually legitimately like that song. I listened to it a lot after watching that first season. I legitimately enjoyed that song. I don't really listen to it anymore, but after I first watched that episode, I listened to it quite a bit because I liked it a lot. Um, but I wouldn't say it's better than that song. It also just the whole thing is that Ashlyn is not a Capricorn rising or something. I don't know. And she's rising, and I don't understand why their star signs are so important to this show. I don't understand why in any teen media people really care about that. If you really care that much, like these TV shows are saying, I'm a Taurus. Do I know what that means? Absolutely not. And do I care very much what you are? No. If you want to tell me, go for it. I won't know what it means, but tell me, I guess. I won't know if we're good signs or not. I don't know what they are. So enough people asked me and I said, I don't know, that I looked it up and now I know. Do I know? I don't know what it means though. But people care a lot about it. If you care, go for it. I'm happy to have something you enjoy. Me personally, I don't care enough to deal with that. And that was a big chunk of this episode, and that kind of annoyed me because it was so important. And she was like, I'm really mad at this other girl because she called me this name, and I was like, who cares? And then the whole song was about her sign in like a metaphorical way. So I think that just kind of annoyed me. But yeah, I'm not liking Ashlyn's character that much this season. She's kind of mean. um to be completely honest, I like um Gina. That's what her name is. That's what her name is. Okay. Took a little while. A lot more than Ashlyn. The girl that plays Anna. I really hope that's her name and I did not like completely butcher it. Uh because to be completely honest, I don't know these people's names. my mom and I actually made up names for each one because we don't know their names. The only one we can remember is Ricky and Nene. And Nene's not even in the show anymore. I can sometimes remember Ashlyn. Other than that, I don't know any of their names. Really. So, Gina, I think that's what her name is. She plays Anna. We called her Herb. And the guy who's playing Sven, don't remember what his name is. It was Herbita. Yeah, we just made up names because this episode kind of bored us both. And yeah, so this is definitely my least. No, it's not. It's not my least favorite. I like the second episode better than this. I don't remember any. Oh, the second episode was auditions. That's what it was. I forgot. That's the one thing about this show that I liked so much about the first season was I feel like it was memorable. I don't remember any of these characters' names anymore other than I like the ones that were main characters. Like I remember Ricky and Nene and sometimes the other ones. Other than that, I don't remember any of their names. And the brand new characters, the only one I remember is Jet, and that's because when they said his name was Jet, it reminded me of a dog's name. It's very sad. I know. And although I don't hate this show, I feel like I'm hating on this show so much. These people are extremely talented. I have listened to some music that these people have made outside of this show, and it's wonderful. What's the song? The whole Sour album basically blew up a year ago. So I've listened to all those songs because it was basically all you could listen to on the radio for a little while. But there's a song that came up on my recommended. I don't really know, but it's the guy that plays Ricky made it. His name is it's called Set Me Free. I do like that song a lot. I've listened to some of his music. I haven't really gotten into it a whole lot, but everything I've listened to is really good. So outside of the show and inside this show, these people are extremely talented. It's just the script they're given is ultimate crap. The script and the overall story is crap, and when you don't have a good script, it's going to ruin your show. That's why season 1 was so much fun, was because they had a good story. And they weren't really taking themselves seriously. It was just there. They had a good story, good acting, good singing, just mostly a good overall story. Yes, it was extremely cheesy, but everyone knew it was going to be cheesy when you went into this show. Now I feel like who's gonna end up with who, and I'm mad at this person because they got the lead role and I'm in the ensemble. I'm gonna now sing a song about how I'm being set free, and the song is actually really good, but we don't care about the overall story or what's leading up to it to make the song actually good. Like with Rising, the only reason I remember it is because the Capricorn Rising thing was so important. That's literally the only reason I remember the song name. But with the song Rising, the whole thing was about how she was a Capricorn Rising and how this one girl was mad at her because she was not being very nice. And then this new song is like, I'm rising, I'm super cool now. And you don't really care because the overall story leading up to this wonderful song doesn't really matter. And although I'm having fun with the actors and what they're doing and the overall and most of the songs, I'm having fun. I'm laughing mostly at them, but I'm laughing. But yeah, it's not bad. It's okay. Let me rephrase this. It could be something great. The script is just trash, and I don't think they're coming back from this, to be completely honest. These people are extremely talented, so why not give them something good? They're doing what they can with crap. So, Yeah, I feel really bad about saying these things because these are real people, and I hate just like saying bad things about things. I hate doing it. I like being a positive person. I hate it. I feel really bad if no one from High School Musical, the series, is watching this. But if you ever are, I think you're all wonderful. I don't know any of you. I don't know any of your names even, really. But you seem like you're very talented. You're doing a good job. It's just it's not I want more, I guess, from the story side. I don't know. It's just I feel like the writers, they need to get some new writers in there, or maybe even like have actual people that aren't. I guarantee these writers are old. I guarantee they're old because no one talks like that. No one cares about those things. As someone who is roughly the age of, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really care that much. It's just, it's not a very good show. But they're trying their best. Okay, that's really it. I hope you liked this. If you didn't, I'm sorry. I don't know why you're still watching, but have a wonderful day. I love you all. Bye.